you do a concert every year called the Love Your Neighbor concert, where you guys, pick a charity and you do something good, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, I started it a few years ago with my friend Jason Ingram, and Jason wrote half the songs that y'all play here on the radio. He's an amazing songwriter. He's also one of my closest friends here in Nashville. And about 6 years ago, well, exactly 6 years ago, because this is the 6th annual.
When you were a nobody and you started this.
When I was a nobody, exactly. I was at his church, and he was leading worship, and they were talking about Nehemiah helping to rebuild the wall around Jerusalem. And we had just had a tornado touchdown a few days before that in Nashville, and I thought, why don't we put the Bible into action and go help rebuild? And so I went up to him on stage after church and said, I think we should do a benefit concert, and we should invite everybody to go and help clean up or rebuild. And so we did a day where we kind of did this hands-on thing, and we did a free concert with all the proceeds going to this church that was there serving a lot of people. And honestly, it was one of the most amazing things I've ever been a part of. And what I love about it is it's local. It's Nashville. It's my hometown. It's where I live, and I get to tour around and see a lot of people and faces, and get to go to Africa like you do every once in a while. But it's really kind of refreshing for me to do something in my own backyard, for people who literally are my neighbors. And so we've picked a local charity every year.
How do you do that? Like, we're talking to Brandon Heath, and with his Love Your Neighbor concert. Thank you. I was going to say tour. You should make it a tour.
We've talked about it.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, how do you choose them? Because there's so many options out there, and everybody seems to have like a pet charity type thing. So how do you choose?
Well, we don't really always go for charities per se,
or just causes.
Well, I'm the one who said charity. Honestly, we have most of the time just found individuals that need help.
Right.
Like one time we found Jason and I debuted "Give Me Your Eyes" at our first Love Your Neighbor concert. So we try to debut songs every year too.
Was that one for the eye guy, the guy that needed eye surgery?
That was the next year. That was the second year.
That would have been perfect if you had done that. You should have held that song.
Well, no, it was the next year.
Okay.
It was the next year that we did it, because that's when it was popular. "Give Me Your Eyes" was popular that year.
Wow, it took a year for that song to catch on?
Well, we debuted it at the show, but it didn't come out of my record until that summer.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, he had glaucoma and was losing his vision, and we raised almost $20,000 to help with his operation.
That's awesome.
So, and then the next year we the flood happened in Nashville. That was probably our biggest show. Toby showed up for that one.
Yeah, I was there. I saw that one. I saw you out at a flood relief thing, working with our church and stuff too.
Yeah.
So what's this year? What are you going to do this year?
So this year we are supporting a school called New Hope Academy.
Oh, I am very familiar with it.
You're familiar?
Yeah. My church meets at New Hope Academy.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
our church,
cool.
Crosspoint, meets there. Our Franklin campus meets at New Hope. So I'm very familiar with it.
I go to Crosspoint, the downtown location.
Oh yeah, where all the big artists go and stuff. And just the people just the people that serve go to Franklin.
Right.
They love
just the
Lord.
servers.
Yeah, the people that unsung heroes.
People
go to
with
Franklin.
facial hair.
Yeah, that's us.
That's you. You fit
us.
in that crowd now.
So they have an interesting thing, because they have a very Toby's big into that school, because he has his kids go there, and they want a very diverse school, and so it helps. I'm assuming you guys are going to help fund a bunch of the scholarships for the underprivileged kids and that can't afford to go there. And
That's
stuff.
Exactly right.
Cool.
It's like an equal opportunity educational experience.
It's a good school. I couldn't even get in there if I wanted to.
I know. Well, I wouldn't have the IQ either to get in there, but that's honestly the amazing...
IQ. I was talking about money. I'm smart enough to get in.
Yeah. I don't know that I am, but the thing is, it's kind of neat, because they go after kids who, I grew up in public school. I don't know about you, but I went to public school. I'm a big advocate for public school, but some parents would really love to give their kid a little more individual attention that you could get at a private school, especially when it's Christ-centered.
Right.
And that's something that's a lot of times it costs a lot of money to send your kid to a place that, because in public school, unfortunately, we can't talk about Jesus up front all the time. But at public school, at private school, we can. So this is a great, like I said, equal opportunity. So every kid, I mean, obviously it's a smaller school, so they can't take every kid, but they look for kids who may not be able to afford the tuition, but certainly deserve the opportunity to get a good education that's Christ-centered.
And the thing about it is, because I know some of the people that run it too, and it's like the tuition isn't one of these $20,000 a year schools like that, you know, like a college. It's an affordable, just regular school anyway for a private school. But then there are kids that they want to make sure that they get a godly education that have no chance at affording even a few $1,000s a year school, you know? And so I love the fact that they do that. Now, Toby's going to be involved. Is he going to be at the Love Your Neighbor concert?
He will be.
Oh, fantastic.
It'll be Toby and Mandisa and myself and Jason.
Nice. Okay, so you guys will all be performing. You going to do anything together, you think? Like a big moment where it all crescendos?
There's going to be some collaboration. You know, Mandisa and I did a lot on tour together of collaboration, and then Toby and I wrote, I don't know if you know this, I helped him write Steal My Show.
You did? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I actually like that song, too.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Don't you? You're like Toby's biggest fan, though.
I am.
Like
I learned that song on ukulele, believe it or not.
Did you see the little girl that played on ukulele?
That's who I learned it from.
She was amazing.
I know. I watched her.
I sent that to him. I loved it. But yeah, we'll probably collaborate on that one.
That's cool.
You know, we did the Hits Deep tour last year, so we love collaborating. And then Jason's going to sing one of his million hits that he has.
Good. Well, I hope you guys raise some money. If you don't quite get enough, just go to Toby's house and shake out some of the couches, and you'll get enough to offset it, I'm sure.
We'll be all right. That guy single-handedly pays for that school. He's got so many kids going there.
And he's generous, too, with that school, too. I mean, like, but he can't run the whole thing.
I know.
Or he didn't make him call it Toby Academy. So, which I'm sure he's thought of.
Academy.
I'm sure he's thought of it.